All right. Blessings, Holy Ones. Much respect. Let me fix my camera here. It's going to be stubborn. There we go. All right. Tonight we're going to be talking about the multiverse, the time matrix, from the inner Christos law of one point of view. So there's all kinds of theories out there, ideas about what is reality, yes? Or, what is cosmology? Tonight we're going to be talking about that cosmology. And it's a lot bigger than what our scientists think it is. So there's all kinds of aspects to the time matrix. And we're going to be going over that in detail tonight. So every now and then I'll talk about the time matrix. It's usually the biggest lives I've done. Like they'll end up getting over 15,000 lives views or more. So it's an important topic for a lot of people. And when we talk about these teachings, the Emerald Order teachings, this is a major tool to understand. I mean, it's a big aspect to understand. It's one of the first things you learn as you go into the spiritual science of these teachings. They talk about what's called the 15-dimensional time matrix. Okay, and we're not saying it's coming from the movie The Matrix, but there is some parallels in there that we'll be going over as well. And so it is a multidimensional system. And these are all different, you would say, because there's different opinions about how many dimensions there are, but the Guardians say there's 15. Okay, so it's not really a point of view, an opinion. These are based on the sacred universal law of one teachings, which are beyond our planet, beyond our universe, beyond our multiverse. The teachings are coming from the Guardians who are not polarized, who are only within the realms and energies of you would say, what we call omni-love, unconditional love, the ones who are serving Creator God, Source God, and God's original intention, not some distortion of what is reality, not some distortion of what is Creator. And so I welcome all of you to this conversation. So it's very interesting, at least, even if you don't agree with all of these teachings, this is a very key aspect that is curious, right? So thank you for being here and spending time with us. Kick back and relax. Let me say hello to all our homies coming inside, coming to the live. We have Galactic Center OG. Hey, Anuhazi, Omni Ones. Welcome, Holy One. Thank you for being here. Sarah Holder, one of my moderators. Hello, Anuhazi. So happy to see you. So happy to see you, Sarah. And you guys, I want to say I'm sorry about Saturday. This was not intended. I was planning to do a live. But remember, this was a new location. I've never been there before. And as soon as I show up, I find out there's a bad connection. And I started the live and it was already skipping. And after 20 seconds, it disconnected. And I realized this is not going to work. So I wasn't able to film. But I had a very great time. We had no problems with weather this time, because the other two drum circles, we were washed out from wind or rain. So that was 2 months of no drum circle, really. But this time it was a success. I want to give a special shout out to my friend Amber. Hello, Amber. Thank you for coming and visiting, and hope you enjoyed the drum circle. Looks like you did. So next time, you guys, I plan on taking my router. It's an external router I used to use when I was camping. So I'm going to see if it helps. And that's a month away now, I just want to explain what happened. So thank you for being here. Cosmic Descending in the house. Mr. Mandism, welcome, brother. So happy to see you and your positive energies. Celine, sister, machiwa to you too. Thank you for being here. One of our other moderators. UTD in the house. Sammy's in the house. Thank you for being here. Higher dimensions. We're going to be talking about higher dimensions today. Greetings from Idaho. Welcome, Idaho. And we got Butterfly, my Chiwa Holy Ones. Butterfly, good to see you. Thank you for supporting this work for over a year, as we can see from your membership star there. Giannis111, welcome, sister. So glad to be here. So glad you're here with us. Oh, much love from Boston, says Eddie Hanley. Thank you, Holy One, for being here. Much love to you, too. Connor Sites Bowen, thank you for that. I'm glad. I made sure I had the mic this time. Everything's good. Thank you. I appreciate that. I always appreciate that. Venus in Time, much love, beautiful souls. Welcome, Venus. Got Nixon in the house. Just began prayer time. We'll finish a prayer for everyone in the chat. Thank you, Nixon, for your positive sentiments. And we also got Jays Zonanav. That sounds Russian, the last name. Thank you, Jays Moi. Welcome. Eddie Hanley. Machiwa to you. Jesse Starcy. That's a reminder, you guys. If you have a question tonight, and I'm sure there'll be questions, please tag me. If you want to tag somebody, you just have to write their name, and I'm under Christos Avatar. So just tag me, just tag Christos Avatar in your question so I can see it. Hey, Holy One, my brother, I've been waiting patiently for you again. Great to be here. Thank you for your work and your time. Thank you for your positive feedback, Jesse. And thank you for your patience, too. Looks like we're good to go. We got Zoto Zen in the house. And I just want to give a shout out. Zoto Zen is actually starting to teach these teachings. So send a lot of positive vibes his way. And good job, brother. Keep it up. And the more of you guys who are talking and speaking this information, it's a group effort. It's not about me or Lisa Renee or Ashana. It's about all of us. We're all part of that Team Indigo. Give me 5 old Indigos. Kuzra. Greetings, everyone. Welcome, Kuzra. And all of you newcomers. This is different information, but thank you for being here. We'll have something interesting for you, too. We have Liana Israel. Greetings to you, Holy One. So thank you, guys. And one of the things that I'll be doing is I'll be showing a big blow-up picture of the time matrix. Okay? It's going to show you all of the dimensions, all of the density. See, one of the important things to realize is we're in something called manifestation. This entire system, reality, and all of its parts are what we call, this is when Creator God creates you would say some part of creation. Not separate, everything's part of the one, but Creator downstepped itself into a lower frequency. This is what is our time matrix. So there's other, you would say, God worlds outside of these hologram time matrices, because there's more than one. We're in our time matrix is 950 billion years old, but there's other time matrices. According to these teachings, there's 24 different time matrices, and some of them are in the trillions of years old. Ours is 950 billion years old, and just like all of these cycles of time, this is also a cycle. Okay, so you would call this a universal cycle, or maybe even a cosmic cycle, because the cosmic cycle will also, the entire time matrix will also start over. Okay, so ours started over 950 billion years ago, and then it keeps going on until the next time cycle, the next cosmic cycle of billions, trillions of years will restart. And so just realize that there's more than one of these systems. And according to the Guardians, this time matrix is a hologram system. They call it the hologram of matter because, remember, this is spirit. This is consciousness creating a structure of energy that will be perceived as physicality. There's no such thing as physicality. There's no such thing as something that's physical or solid. God is all. God is everything, and God is a consciousness. So everything is consciousness. The idea we're made in the image of God. Well, we're made in the image of consciousness. We're not physical beings. Anything, perceived as physical, we know is not physical. It's all vibration, oscillation. Nothing is standing still. It's all moving. It's all vibrating, oscillating. So everything is made of particles. And the particles themselves are not physical. They're vibrating. So if everything is like this microphone is made of particles, my cup is made of particles, your body is made of particles. All of the particles are vibrating, oscillating, okay? Not standing still, not creating physical solid matter. It's an illusion. And so this illusion is God's purpose. God's purpose is to create an illusion that will give us the experience of physicality. So, something that is non-manifest can become manifest. So, I always like to capitalize this word for manifest because it's a important spiritual concept. Knowing what manifestation really is, it's when non-manifest beings, that means pure consciousness, no body. It's when consciousness can become physical, but it's an illusion. That's not really physical, but the higher parts, our higher selves, know this. We don't want to ruin the effect. Okay, just keep in your mind that this is an effect. This is an illusion of a reality system, but it is all in structures. Structures within structures within structures. They're all interconnected. It's all energy. And energy is consciousness. Consciousness is energy. Everything is made of consciousness. Everything is energy. There is no physicality. Even the quantum physicists are catching on to that. They don't agree with everything, but realize they're catching on to something more than the other physicists are realizing. So, welcome to this conversation. Thank you so much for being here. And let me start by showing the diagram. But let me make sure and check. We have a question, so I just want to make sure there's no other ones. All right. We have Tim J tagged me. So much love, firstly. Secondly, thank you for that. Can we please cover Ceruleans? I don't know what Ceruleans are. That's not talked about in these teachings. And when I talk in social media, it's going to be about these teachings. I've never heard of Ceruleans. Sorry about that. I will double check online real quick just to see if there's some idea of some distortion or some spiritual truth. So let me find that real quick. Ceruleans, Cyrillic. There's various references for Ceruleans across different sci-fi franchises. Oh, Star Wars. You want me to talk about Star Wars? Okay. Thank you, brother. That was funny. Not interested. So we're moving on. So let me show you the time matrix. And let me click over. All right, this is also, by the way, this is a tool that we use to help teach a lot of concepts, actually. So it is very, very relevant for tonight's topic because it is the time matrix diagram. So this is called the Universal Templar, okay? Because we have planetary Templar, galactic Templar, universal and personal Templars, but this is the Universal Templar, okay? And there's going to be what you call a Universal Cathara grid as well. And so, have you seen the Matrix? Okay? This is God's hologram of matter. It's actually called the hologram of matter in the Voyager's books. And these universes, because there is 5 of them, they're also called holographic universes. And you will hear the teachings and the materials call them holographic universes or density universes. So they're both the same thing. Whichever phrase you prefer, I prefer density universes because it makes a lot more sense when we start talking about what densities are. Like carbon matter is a density. When you say holographic universe, you don't think of this. But when you say density universe, you start thinking, oh, okay, there's some type of matter. It's related to matter. So that's why I prefer the word density universe. And so that's abbreviated DU. And just the letter D alone is for dimension. So we have density, 5 density universes, see 5 different systems. And notice each system has 3 dimensions in it. So this one has 3, they all have 3. And that's why if you have 5 of these systems times 3, that's 15 dimensions. The 15-dimensional time matrix. And we have something called the antiparticle or parallel universe. It also has 15 dimensions, but it doesn't change the number 15. There's still only 15 dimensions. So you can have people disagree and say there's more or less. We're going by the Emerald Order teachings. The Emerald Order. Okay? The Emerald Order teachings, who are the ones who brought us the inner Christos law of one teachings, this group is called the Elohai. We keep talking about Emerald Order. This is what Emerald Order is. Density, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. They're density 5 beings. Okay, this is before planets, before extraterrestrials existed. They're outside of that. They're outside of planets and ETs. It's hot plasma, thermoplasm. Okay, this is where it starts, you guys. Everything starts in density 5 with these creator beings, creator gods. We don't call them creator gods because that's a distortion now. We call these mated terrestrials. Okay, these are mated terrestrials, or you call them, since this is a universal system. Okay, 5 universes. It's a universal system. You can call them the universal trinity, which is not just the blue flame, but also the gold flame and the violet flame. And these are the races who created all the other ETs. These aren't ETs. I just explained to you. These beings are hot plasma. Before ETs, before planets. They're the ones who create the planets and the ETs. So notice there's something peculiar in density 5 called the primal light fields. Where does light come from? From the primal light fields. Something that scientists are not going to connect because they're still dealing way down here in density universe 1 science. This is as far as their vision, understanding goes. They don't see science or even the other timelines. Okay, where we're just stuck in these little timelines. No, there's more timelines, there's more universes, there's more dimensions, there's more ETs, there's much, much, much more. Okay, so the guardians bring us these teachings. So I just want to say, moderators, if Mr. Williams, oh no, this is a different comment. So let me go back real quick. All right, sorry about that. I was wondering if you know anything about the sons of Zadok. Actually, the sons of Zadok is mentioned in the history. I will even be transparent, and that means I'll show you from the teachings. So I don't know a lot because there's not a lot talked about them. But let's show you what the guardians do say about the sons of Zadok. So that goes to the PDF. I believe it's Voyagers 2. Okay. And I'll put Zadok. Z. It's not much information, to be honest. Zadok. 2 references. There's something called Zadokim. Well, let's look at the 2 references of Zadok. I might even check the Master Templar PDF. But let me make sure you guys are getting this. Let me refresh the screen. So thank you guys for being here. We already got 130 people here. And so, yeah, so it took me to some reference. Sometimes my PDF does this. Let me go up and down so that okay, man. I have to like scroll up and down, but my PC is acting up. Wow, this is fun. Let me go to the next reference. I'll tell you what. This is something that we can find in Voyagers 2. It's still searching, you guys. So I'll go back to that question. Let's go to the Photoshop, because I don't know what's up with that. So let's go back. I'll go back to your question. So I'm gonna wait for it to load and stuff. But this is the 15-dimensional time matrix, you guys. And this is going to be broken down also the levels of life force energy. Most people are familiar with Kundalini, but there's more. That's a low level. That's the lowest level of life force energy. And realize it's a down step. So you start with the highest level, which is Kundalini. Now, this is not even part of our time matrix. As you will see, it's outside the 15-dimensional time matrix. These are the Ascended Master levels. Okay? Ascended Master level 1, 2, and 3. Now, the Ascended Master levels is where God projected itself first. So there is God at the top. You would say at the outermost sphere. Because this is, like it says right here, spheres within spheres. Okay? There's an important, it's an important geometry in the universe, spheres. Notice it's spheres. And so God would be the final sphere, or the alpha sphere, the first sphere. Okay, so it's not even shown. I could have added another circle that's just God. Actually, let me put that in my notes. Add God to the time matrix diagram. Add God sphere. Add God sphere. Okay. Because I do periodically, there will be a 2025 diagram, so I'm getting ready for that when it comes ready. So God would be the first sphere, and then as soon as God down steps to the ecstatic level, well, that's a lower frequency. That's not the original. It's not as much as the original. How's that? Because these aren't distortions, but they're less information. In here, you're going to get distortions. Inside a time matrix system, okay, there is something called, I don't know why I did that. Okay, there is something, oh my gosh. Okay, I hit the letter F and it did something weird. So this is, you would say, these are not part of the time matrix, but this is where the time matrix started in density universe 5 in the primal light fields. Okay? Now notice right above is the primal sound fields. In the ascended master levels, it's light comes inside the time matrices, and it is light that creates manifestation. This is why you don't need light out here, because this is not manifestation. This is non-manifest. And so our time matrix starts within, notice all the dimensions are within the light fields. They're all within the light field spheres. So we have spheres within spheres within spheres of consciousness. Notice the different levels of mind coming all the way down. When you start to go down, that's distortion, less and less consciousness, more and more potential of, you would say, distortion or darkness or evil. We don't use evil in these teachings. We say negative or chaos or phantom. So these are very, very distorted compared to the higher levels, medium levels, or higher levels where there's less distortion. There's no distortion in here, but starting from dimension 11 and down, notice also that's where the phantom starts. The phantom, the distortions start, or I would say darkness starts at 11th dimension. Now this is what is called the phantom matrix by the Guardians. Religion calls it the bottomless pit, hell, or Hades. It's the location of the fallen angelic ET races with mutated DNA and distorted consciousness, the chaotic life forms that have plagued our time matrix throughout history. It's not tonight's topic, but just realize they're part of this creation. This is the time matrix, and there is an antiparticle version, and there's also a phantom version. It doesn't go all the way up to the 15 dimensions, though. The darkness, the fallen angelics, the Anu Elohim, the Omicron Dragomoths, they started this, including Metatron, Giovanni Metatron, they started this in the 11th dimension. So everything above the 11th dimension is non-distorted. There is no polarity in these levels. Notice that's why I put the word guardians next to them. Guardians are beings who are not distorted. They're not caught up in dramas. They're not doing any type of the false creeds such as fear or judgment or shame or guilt or whatever. This is all based on unity consciousness and Christ consciousness, the original intention of Creator God. Okay? So this is God's creation, but God put free will in here. You have free will. So, since these are distortions of God, they use their free will, all right? These beings started falling and used their free will to fall and go into chaos, go into phantom. So, this is what we have aligned ourselves with the Guardian teachings or the Inner Christos Law of One teachings. And so, this is a series of downsteps. So you can say the most perfected forms would be the Rishi. Now these beings are also called solar Rishi, or they're called metaterrestrials. I made a reference over here. They're called metaterrestrials. While everything below the metaterrestrials are called extraterrestrials, which is indicative of dimension 1 all the way to the meta-terrestrial level, which is above the 12th dimension. So we have extraterrestrials, we have meta-terrestrials, the ascended masters themselves outside of manifestation, which I explained at the beginning, are called ultra-terrestrials. So there's no body form, there's no density matter. There's no type of density matter. Notice the density matter ends right here. You see it ending right here. It goes all the way to here. And then where the ascended masters are is the, you would say, well, we call it the cosmic matrix or the cosmic fields. And so there is a difference between cosmos and universe. Cosmos is bigger than the universes. Cosmos is where all the divine beings are. So we use the word cosmic, it's a divine thing. There is no distortion up here, only in here. This is where we got spiritual bondage, spiritual war. This is where we have darkness and vampirism. And so that's not tonight's topic either, but we're just explaining what this whole system is. Now, you guys, this is offered for sale in my in the description below. It's only $15, but it's worth $15. I mean, it just doesn't talk about dimensions. It also goes over the different angelic races or tribes, I meant. Also the indigo tribes, the inner earth races, the angelic human races that started our earth system, and also the fallen angelic system and races, all the different indications of where they are, what they're made of, what planets they're from. I also talk about, well, we're going to talk about this tonight too, the inner earth, parallel earth system. So I just want to make that out real quick. Let me check on chat. Thank you guys for being here tonight. Let me light my candle and my incense. And so this is very important to understand, you guys, because realize this is the first thing that Oceana teaches in Cathara. Because this is the context. The time matrix, 15-dimensional time matrix, is the context for all of these teachings. It starts in the time matrix. So you cannot understand the parts of God or the angels or anything like that completely until you know the context of creation, of cosmology. And so this sacred spiritual science breaks it down more than I'm going to talk about tonight. It'll be broken down in a sense in the workshop. It's a video workshop. It's 21 hours long, you guys, and it's for free. Anyone can find it. It's called Cathara, Kathara. And I also, finally, we found a reliable link for the Cathara manual. So if you want to break this down even more, I'll have Celine or Indigo, if they could share that link with us, that'd be great. And so you guys can study the manual and watch the video series and educate yourself on these Emerald Order teachings. Learn about the context of creation. The context of all of these teachings is the time matrix. So, Machiwa. Anoishka in the house. Thank you for that, Holy One. And thank you for being here, Missouri. Crystal Kuroshka. That sounds like Russian too. I was in Ukraine for several years, and all of the girls, you would call them like Elenichka, Yulichka, Tatianichka. So I suspect Karoshka is Russian, so thank you for being here. Amanda, yes, it can be hard to wrap your head around some of this because most of us just know reality as being planet Earth. Some people don't even think there's anything outside of planet Earth, that we're living on a flat Earth. It's all BS nonsense. You know what happens when you take the flat Earth model? you won't see any of this context. None of this creation. None of the other worlds and planets and alien beings. It's a big, huge psyop. So, this is why it's hard for some people to wrap their brain around it when there's distortions about what our reality is, about what God is, about what even our planet is. You're already getting shortchanged. Creation, God is great. Creation is great. And they're not teaching you creation mechanics or cosmology in the Bible. Okay? In the Bible, you're only learning about earth, hell, and heaven. Okay? There's more, much, much more, guys. So this is what we're learning, and you can wrap your head around it. It took me, back in the day, that was one of the hard topics, such as Partakai phasing. We're not teaching that tonight. Don't worry about that. But realize that there's one of the most, I guess you would say, easiest ways to explain reality is there's many levels of reality. There's different reality levels. So there's beings in this reality level and its galaxies and planets. But there's other dimensions with their galaxies and versions of planets. Okay? So there's not just one version of reality, there's several versions of reality. And when you go realize that you, as a being who's reincarnating, going through spiritual evolution, spiritual ascension, well, you're going to go from this level of 3D Earth to the 4D level. And then you'll go into the 4D dimension, the fourth dimension. Then you'll go ascend, evolve through to the fifth dimension and its galaxies and planets. And then you're going to ascend to the sixth dimension and its galaxy and planets and beings. Okay? Now, there's another interesting aspect. We saw the time matrix diagram. You'll see the Templar. Thank you for those emojis, positive emojis, Holy One, whoever is doing that, and hearts. Just real quick, let me show you what I'm talking about. Notice the reference of the chakras. These are called Templar by the Guardians. So that represents the level of reality, though. This is dimension 1. I said density, but this is all density 1, but we're talking about dimension 1 of density 1. Okay, so this is its own system. It doesn't see anything out beyond it. Well, I didn't mean, let me correct myself. These levels can't see these levels. That's what I meant. So this is its own level of creation. And these levels are all being shared by all the different beings that have DNA templates from level 1 or level 2 templates or level 3 human templates, for example. We have 3 strands. These beings, like plants, animals, and elementals, have only 2 strands. And these beings, atomic level and subatomic level and ultramicro level, these are only 1-strand beings. Everything, remember, at the beginning of this conversation, everything is made of the consciousness of Creator God. This is called a unified field by the Guardians. Unified. Notice the key word there. It's all one. It's all connected, interconnected. And so your head will wrap around it. So just have patience in the teachings as you go through your spiritual journey. These concepts will make more and more sense. And that is reason why I'm making a video like this, explaining it and breaking it down, so it will be easier to wrap your head around it. Machiwa. So thank you for that question. Thank you for being here. We got Stardust Goddess in the house. Sarah's talking about all the notes she's taken. I have taken a whole notebook of notes. Dear, I have over 1,000 pages of notes. No joke. I do them on my computer because I don't like to handwrite. And then also, you can't do a control F. You can't do a search on handwritten notes. So I make sure I do everything on the computer on files that can be, all the files can be searched at once through your PC. So, or Mac, whatever you have. Bishop, it's actually for sale. It's not for free. However, there is a smaller version of this diagram for only $5. You would become a $5 member. Otherwise, there is incentive to get the bigger one, which is $15. And so you're welcome to go to the link below. There's a direct link to get this right now. You can get it right now and download it to any device that you want. Yeah, taking notes is a big deal. You could do both. You can do handwritten notes and computer notes. Why not? And that's a tip, by the way. It's part of your mindfulness, awareness, presence, is to do note taking, a diary of sorts, making notes of all these ideas and concepts. Because our minds, our memories are not so great, so we will be referring to our notes. We try to organize our brain, our thoughts through notes and stuff. So, right? So, especially when it comes to, it's the same thing when you go to college, man. You're taking notes. You're not going to just sit there and do no note taking. You're developing. There's people outside, or my neighbors maybe. So this is all something that we study in these teachings. So. Thank you, Teddy, for being here. Bless you. This is information for, an important thing to share. So that's why I'm doing it. So thank you for that. Zuzi Kingdom in the house. J Will in the house. Amanda talking about the moon. Blessings. Nate Pay. I have often heard of 12 dimensions. Mantis were up there. Yeah, the Mantis are actually 10th dimension. And so let me show you that real quick, Nate. Because we also use the time matrix diagram because of the alien races. So we have these numbers going up, but since it's a circle, I put them going down too. You can see the 10th dimension is Mantis, Athean. And notice it's not red. These are the ones that fell in the gold flame. This gold flame Athean race did not fall. They're praying mantis looking beings. They're giants. They're very tall. Over 12 feet tall or up to 18 feet or something like that. They're just huge compared to us. So a huge praying mantis ET humanoid will probably scare the daylights out of most of you. But just realize these beings are positive insectoids, and they're actually assisting some of the Zeta Grays. Zeta Grays, which are part of, notice it's part of a lower being called the Zephyrim. The Zephyrim are higher than the Grays. It is the Zephyrim where the Zeta Gray aliens come out of. But the Athean, they're guardians, right? And they're trying to help the Zephyrim and the Zeta Grays and other insectoids who are fallen. So Athean are benevolent beings, just to let you know. So I'm pretty good, Monster Quinn. Thank you for being here, sister. Good to have you. Pro D minor, or maybe I said it wrong. Thank you, Holy One. Amanda, angels are from extraterrestrial planets. Angels are extraterrestrials. Think about it. Angels are from other worlds. Well, we call those planets. That's what other worlds are. They're not from our world. They're not from our terrestrial world. They're from extraterrestrial worlds. Angels are ETs. And not all angels have wings. Okay? That's a whole nother topic. I don't want to go off on that tangent. Just realize that beings calling themselves creator gods are ETs. Angels are ETs. Archangels are ETs. Demons are ETs. These are all beings in other worlds that have been identified, that are being called spirits or whatever. All of what we just mentioned, these are beings in other worlds. They're ETs. They're extraterrestrials. Angels are ETs. Machiwa. And realize there's different races of angelic ETs. Positive and negative. Thank you, Stardust Goddess. Thank you for your positive feedback. And thank you for being a moderator, Star Sister. Jesse Starseed. Why do I feel in my heart and my mind that I don't belong in this 3D reality? Well, your name says it right there. Jesse Starseed. Starseeds are not from Earth. Earth seeds, humans, are from Earth. A starseed is a hybrid, part human, part... No, we talked about starseeds in the last live or the previous live. So watch that if you're really interested. Star seed stands for DNA. So it's DNA from the stars. And these beings come here to help the earth in their spiritual awakening and ascension. So this is why you feel like you're not from the 3D reality, because you're not. But you have a mission here. You didn't come here for no reason. You didn't come here because you need to get your third strand. You already have your third strand if you're a starseed. Machiwa. So, all right, so I answered that question. Let me go back to the diagram. Just realize, you guys, that Creator God brought its consciousness, projected it into the time matrix to feed it life. It is the beginning beings that were created who are collectives. They're not individuals who have names. I mean, not like a person who's got a life and that's it. This is a collective consciousness we call metaterrestrials. And so the blue flame Elohai, they created their own planets and ETs. The gold flame order, the gold order, gold flame. Thank you for that. Wow, I've never seen that before. So they created, which are, by the way, called the Seraphi, Seraphim. The blue flame is the Elohai, Elohim. But the gold flame, they created their own planets and races, starting with Vega. The Elohai started with Aramatena. So we have all of creation starting with Aramatena and planet Vega and planet Avion, which is the violet flame group, and the violet flame races. These are the primary founder races on planet Aramatena, planet Vega, and planet Avion. And so those races are like creator gods. They can create races. They know how to, they're expert geneticists. They can create life too. Remember, I already talked about it at the beginning. They're not at the distortion levels. These are guardians. They're practicing unity and law of one in Christ consciousness. They create. They have creation mechanics. They can create beings and project their consciousness into lower bodies. And that's what is really going on here. It is these metaterrestrials creating bodies for themselves in lower dimensions. And then those bodies are scientists too, and they create life forms in the lower density below that, and all the way down to the lowest density. So we have all these creations creating other creations. Creator God creates life that creates more life that creates more life. So it goes down like this. Right? So That's where you get the concept of spheres within spheres within spheres within spheres within spheres. Everything is interconnected. Literally, from you here in 3D Earth, you're connected to the astral. You're connected to the archetype. You're connected to the angelics, the archangelics. You're connected to the archetypes. Not just you as a body pattern or individual consciousness, but the collective, the human race. Our planet is connected to the other planets. You know, we go through ascension. The planet goes through ascension. Earth evolves into Tara, a density universe 2 planet. The density universe 2 Tara evolves into the density 3 universe Gaia. Gaia evolves into Armatena in density 4. Remember, there's no planets in density 5. There's no ETs in density 5. It all starts in density 4 and down. So, Machiwa, holy ones. I lit my incense. No, I didn't. Got my oh, I need chakra roll. Let's get it, chakra roll. And by the way, I found some Palo Santo in my box, one of my incense boxes. So that is a big, wonderful scent. It's very strong. It overcomes some of the other scents. So I would use a little bit of Palo Santo. Since it's so strong smelling. It smelled my whole house. This morning I woke up and I'm like, what's that smell? Oh yeah, the Palo Santo from last night. Mokoyes. Mochutas. I took that to the drum circle, by the way. I just want to say really quick, I have some people, girls, ladies, hitting on me, but just so you know, I'm not like looking for a relationship, just saying, out of love and respect. Mochiwa, Masutas. Okay, so we got our incense going on. Just gotta do some amber machiwa. And we could even look into the Kathara, which is the, you know how like religious people will quote Bible verses when they want to explain something. They're not actually explaining nothing by quoting a Bible verse, but what I'm saying is we quote the Emerald Order teachings. Okay? It smells wonderful. And so we're going to quote that right now. I had a lot of fun at the drum circle, man. It was awesome. We had policemen come at the very, very beginning, and they told us we weren't allowed to burn a fire. Okay? Picture this in your mind. This is a dry lake bed. There's no bushes. There's no trees. There was no wind. There was no danger of any fire. It was actually a national forest. I mean, you think forest being trees, but there's a type of place there you can go boondocking and stay the night even. But there is some fire restrictions only because of the heat. But we're in September. The heat is not crazy like it was in August or July. Especially when we move into October and November. There's at least, I think the fire restriction will be gone by then. But we have to have a license apparently, so we're going to try to get a bonfire next month. The October drum circle. So, hippies never die. Well, we all die on planet Earth, unfortunately, but you know. It looks like we have some viewer activity. Amber Seed. Oh, Amber Starseed, sorry. Amber Starseed, thank you, Holy One. Thank you so much for supporting this work. Blessings to you. Thank you for being here, by the way. Yeah, you guys, if you want to support this work, you're more than welcome to please post a super chat right here. Super chat means you're donating live, so everyone will see it. If you don't want to do that, you can do a donation through my link below for PayPal. And also become a member, you guys. That's another way to support this work. Robin Kirk's passing. My Chihuahua sister, thank you. Yeah, this one's I got it for kids. You know, it's the shape of an apple, but it sounds great. And it's another way of cleansing your energy. You use sound to cleanse your space instead of resin, or both. What I do both. So let's look at some of what Cathara says about dense dimensions or density matter. Let me see if I got the sons of Zadok fixed. This stupid thing with this Photoshop. I can't answer. I still can't answer about the sons of Zadok. This thing is showing an empty space on my PDF. Oh, there. It just went away. No, it went back. Man, this is annoying. Let me close PDF. Let me close Photoshop, Adobe Reader, and then reopen it, because this is happening. Okay, so now I'll reopen it. Right? I think so. Raw, yeah. There is parts of Raw that is really high up, though, called the Raw Confederacy. A lot of people get this impression that these beings are single individuals, but they're not. They're actually collectives, but you're not taught that in the occult or in religion. Collective concept goes beyond most people's heads. Machiwa. So let me open up Voyagers 2. And now search for Zadok. See if it... What? Maybe I spelled it wrong. Oh, it's with an O. Yeah, now it's showing up. So we will go and talk about the dimensions, but first let me answer Mr. Williams about the... I have to open up Cathara, though. Thank you for your patience. Cathara, biospiritual healing. Where am I at? Okay, I'm in the wrong place. Let me pull it up. Nope, wrong place again. Okay, Cathara, biospiritual healing. PDF. Okay. Thanks, you guys. Let me turn that over now. So we got a question about the sons of Zadok. Now, this is the PDF part 2. I mean, this is Voyagers 2, and it talks about them being as part of the Jehovian Anunnaki. So this is a fallen angelic race. Okay? And so this has to do with, even it's under Illuminati. This is one of the Illuminati races. So to answer your question, Zadok is not a good guy. They have this Illuminati race and their king, Zadokim Hasim king, which is Enochian, Adamian Nephite. So honestly, I remember there was some workshop, Ashiano talked about them a little bit. And yeah, actually, let me search my own notes. I won't stay long on this, you guys. Don't worry. I had a question, so let me address it real quick. Because I could at least give you a little bit more than what they'd show you right there, right? It will take a few minutes to load this, so let me continue. I will go back to it, Mr. Williams. All right, so let's look to the Cathara manual and go to dimensions, if I can spell it right. And this thing talks to you about it. You'll notice there's a whole chapter, or the structure of dimensions, but they also call it particle phasing and matter density. We won't go into particle phasing, don't worry. You see how it disappears for a second? I gotta scroll up and down and it reappears. It's some graphic card thing, I think. 15 dimensions, the songs of the spheres. That's a different tangent. The structure of dimensions, particle phasing. The structure of dimensions. The hologram. Remember, I told you at the beginning, this is a hologram. The hologram of manifest reality, because there is no physical reality. It is the manifest. Remember, I told you, I like to capitalize this word because it's a spiritual concept. The hologram of manifest reality. Reality that has become manifest. It is spirit becoming physical. It's a way, using a hologram, spirit can become manifest or experience the illusion of being physical. Okay, so I gotta remember, it doesn't let me use the hand tool. Oh, but I could use the bars on the bottom. That's too close up, right? Damn, dude, I can't get... It's not going to cooperate. So it's a complex system of interwoven. Remember, it's all interconnected, you guys. There's a bunch of structures, and all of these structures are making up this hologram of manifest reality. So everything is interconnected through these different interwoven energy constructs. You can call them energy constructs or consciousness constructs, which has based on the particle phasing, all built upon dimensionalized sets. Now sets, because remember, there is sets of 3. Notice, remember, they're in sets of scalar grids. 3 sets. Remember, it's also harmonics. These are harmonics, work in base tone. Like, let's say the density universe 2. D4 is the base tone harmonic. This is the overtone harmonic. So base tone plus an overtone together, just like 2 music notes together. If you play 2 music notes, those 2 notes create a 3rd note. So this would be the resonant tone. Base tone, overtone, all together they create the resonant tone. Same with here. Base tone, overtone, resonant tone. This is harmonics. It's a harmonic to create the illusion of matter. So they're based on tones, they're based on scalar grids, they're based on energy structure. So let me go, which is all consciousness. So we'll go back. They form the base laws of energy upon which manifest reality functions. So the physical portions of the human body represent wave spectra or strata that exist within specific relations to the embodied consciousness. So wherever you are embodied, we're in the 3rd level. Okay? So that's what it's saying in relation. The physical portions of your body, they exist within the other structures. For example, your consciousness is not in the same level as your body is. So let me show that on the hologram, on the diagram. And this goes with all levels of spirit. Humans are embodied in the 3D, but our consciousness is in the 4D. So we're actually, the human race are D4 beings having a D3 experience. Spirit is having a human experience down here. All right, so let's say you're a 5D being. Well, if you're physically embodied here, that means your consciousness is in D6. If you're physical in D6 as an angel, well, that means your consciousness is an archangel in D7, having a D6 experience. And it goes all the way up here. So let's say you get to the last level or the first level. (15). Well, you're an ascended master consciousness having a D15 experience. You go up all the way up to God. These beings, ascended masters, are projected from this level, and this level is projected from this level, and this final level is actually projected by, remember that sphere I want to add is called God. So it's all within God. You notice how fallen angels can't go outside of God. It's impossible. Everything is within that we experience is within the time matrix, and the time matrix is within the ascended masters, and the ascended masters are within God. You see how the sacred law of one, it's all one, baby. It's one spirit, one God, one self, one love, one heart, one mind. You can keep going on and on and on with that sentiment. It's all one. It's all interconnected. The energy systems are connected. The mind, consciousness, thinking is all connected. The body matter is all connected. The carbon matter is connected to carbon etheric matter. Carbon etheric matter is connected to the etheric matter, crystal silicate. And this is connected to the hydroplasm, and this is connected to the thermoplasm, and this is connected to the primal lights or primal sound fields, and this is connected to creator. It's all connected. So this whole bullshit in religion saying we're separate from God, it is impossible. You're all part of the one. You're all part of source, God. You're all part of connection. Notice that always happens for a few seconds. Machiwa. How you doing out there in the time matrix? Have you explored the time matrix? When you go outside your body and astral travel, you're still inside of God, baby. What's up? You can't go outside of God. You can try, but you ain't going to accomplish it. You're always inside of God. So this whole believers only club, this whole chosen race of God club, chosen ones club, you think you're special or different or separate. You're not. We're all equal in Creator God. This teachings are based on this concept of law of one. And now you start to picture it and visualize how we are all connected to being one. So it's not a sin against God to say, I am God, I am sovereign, I am free. It means that it's not coming from a space of ego. It means that you know this time matrix. You know this context of creation. And you're not going to learn it in New Age. You're not going to learn it in religion. It's coming from the inner Christos guardians who are outside of distortion, outside of the polarity. Machiwa. Machiwa. What's up, holy ones? You're welcome, Robin Kirk. You said it started, goddess. That's a sin against God. How dare you? I am God. You are God, brother, sister. The fallen angels are God. Everything is God. The potato bug is God. The snake is God. The cockroach is God. The garbage you put out yesterday is God. It's all part of the unified field of Creator, and there's different distortions, but the distortions are still part of Creator. You can't be separate from the one. You can't jump somewhere, run somewhere, fly somewhere. You're still there in Creator. God is called omnipresent for a reason, because God is present everywhere, not some places, not in the lake of fire. But some of you, it will take you probably several lifetimes to understand unity, law of one. Why? You can teach a kid law of one. So teach your children law of one. Machiwa. And you guys, we're not talking about the raw material law of one. That's another group. Okay? They use the Bible. They use channeling. That's not our group. We're not the raw material law of one. We're the inner Christos law of one. Yes! Machiwa. There is a difference. We're just playing it out. So, also, we'll show you in this diagram. Let's say there's one main group in the Eka. So someone get out a calculator and start adding these. There's you can consider this one. And then the one created 144 selves down here. And then each one of those created 144 selves down here. And each one of those created 144 cells down here. Density 1. And then and each one of those created 144 of themselves down here. And then these ones, each of them created 144 selves down here. And each one of them created 144 selves down here, and then you duplicate that, well, most of that, over here. In the parallel cell. Okay? When you add all that up, you're going to have 1,728 selves. We all have 1,728 selves running around in the time matrix. Running around in Earth system, Taurus system, Gaia system, whatever planet. Planet Sirius, planet Alcyon, Pleiadians, Orion star systems, Andromeda, doesn't matter. We're all throughout these, you would say, existing throughout all of these spaces. There's a piece of you in all of these levels. All the way from density 1 Earth, all the way through the universes, all the way through the cosmos. There's a piece of you. So we're bringing, and when you talk about ascending from D3, from this universe to the next universe, well, you're bringing your 144 parts. Now, we have an immediate soul family of 12. So you bring in your 12, then you can ascend to the next level. And then you're going to have 12 souls trying to make an oversoul. And then, see, we're going the opposite way of ascension. You have 12 oversouls who are trying to create your avatar. Then you have your avatar who are creating 12 avatars creating a Rishi being. You're your Rishi being. You are also hot plasma. Okay? You're also made of crystal gas. You're also made of crystal liquid. You're also made of crystal silicate. You're also made of carbon crystal. You're also made of carbon matter. This is all the scientists know. They think only carbon matter. Only if you're carbon matter, your life. No. Everything is alive. Everything is consciousness. Everything is God. There's nothing that isn't fake or not real. It's all real. It's all God. So these are, you could say, simple concepts, but deep concepts, because not everyone can understand them. Not everyone can wrap their head around it. You can try. That's what we're doing. Have patience with this information. Don't get stressed out over it. Because I got really stressed out when I was trying to learn the particle physics. The phasing, particle phasing. It took me a while to learn that. But there's more experience now, there's more information now, there's more diagrams now. It shouldn't take you newcomers as long to learn this, to understand it. There's no such thing as an individual. You're all collectives. You're all massive groups. Okay? You're eternal gestalts. And at the end of the day, you're all one. Machiwa. So we have the drama is started with all of the beings fighting in Dimension 11. So we used to be immortal in Earth. We're not immortal anymore. In the genetic hybridization, seeding 1, seeding 2, we could transmute and ascend. That means you didn't have to die. We can't do that anymore. Now you have to die. And then your soul essence, your consciousness after that leaves the body, will go into 4D, which is inner Earth, okay, or 5D Tara. Okay, that's where 5D Tara starts, or higher. The higher part of Tara would be D6. Okay, so this is what we're doing in the time matrix. We're working our way up to the archangel level, and then we'll work our way up. We'll go through the lifetimes on Gaia, and then we'll go into the lifetimes on Armatena. So you started as a Ascended Master Collective. Okay, it was actually a Melchizedek Ascended Master level 1 who created our time matrix. So we're actually coming from this level, you guys. So now, that's where the founders are coming from. Got that couple seconds of disconnect. All right, so once again, you came in from the top and projected yourself all the way down. Pieces of yourself here, pieces of yourself here. You got 144 pieces here. You got 144 pieces here. What you're doing is ascending, bringing your pieces back to your soul level. Bring your pieces back to your oversoul level. Bring your pieces back to your avatar level. Returning back home. Returning back to source. Returning back to God. So you come in. That's what makes an Ascended Master, by the way. A fresh virgin Ascended Master. It's never done this before. It's not even called an Ascended Master yet. It's one of the Janus beings. A Janus will come in here and then put itself all the way down, like you guys, and then bring itself back up. Now it has the title of Ascended Master because it ascended. It ascended all these levels. That's what we're doing. Okay, from atomic life, subatomic, to animal, plant, elemental life, to human life, to astral life, to it starts getting into what's called archetype life, angel life, archangel life. You're all these. Realize again that this is all happening simultaneously. This is how consciousness operates. This is how it works. You can become aware of all of yourselves in the time matrix. That memory will return. It's not here now in Earth because we don't remember hardly anything when we're on Earth, but eventually this memory, this Akashic record, will be made aware to us. It won't even take effort because it'll be part of our awakened DNA. It'll be activated within you. Right now, we're having trouble with that. Machiwa. Let me check back in chat. Thank you guys for being here. What? Okay, yeah. Much respect to all of you who are here. It's still early. I was even considering getting lit tonight. It's been a month or two since I got lit on camera. On the live. Cosmic Kitties. Cosmic Kitties, what's up? Or you can say Lyrans. Zoto Zen became a member for 2 months, member? Already. Thank you, Holy One. Thank you for supporting this work, Zoto. Blessings to you, brother. Awesome. And so, you guys, I want to take this opportunity. I'm able to do this work for full time based on your donations, you guys, based on supporting this work. So I just have to say real quickly every now and then, okay? Thank you for supporting this work for all the members. Those of you who are not, you're welcome to please donate to this cause, to this teachings, so we can continue to do this work full time. So thank you in advance for the small gift of $5, $10, $20, whatever you feel called to. Thank you for supporting this to reach out more and more. And you can also become a member and support the work, but also get community involved. We have a Discord chat server when you become a member. We have lots of rooms in there. You can do voice chat, text chat, video chat. It's a great place to be when you want to learn these teachings, because you have questions, bring them to the members area. So, and also you can support this work by buying one of my starseed artworks on Etsy. My Etsy link is below. I also have some crystals for sale. 144, you said it, Holy Ones. Thank you for sharing that. Robin Kirk getting lit. What's up? Wait about 15 minutes. You get lit whenever you want, but I'm going to wait 15 more minutes. So, I just want to go back to the dimensions and show you some things in the Cathara. So let me put that Cathara PDF up. Okay, it's not changing. Why? Okay, let me push refresh. Maybe I just got to read the update. We had gotten up to 150 people. That's awesome. Okay, so it won't show the PDF again. Maybe you guys are seeing it work, but it's not showing it work for me. Maybe because I got the search thing open. Now let me check. Yeah, now it's working. Okay. So, it will talk about dimensions in here. The structure of dimensions. It breaks it down. Look at this. It breaks it down in Cathara. And we give you the manual for it so you can, for free. And you can see the science part of it. It talks about the scalar waves, which science doesn't even acknowledge. They don't think it's real. It doesn't exist. The Guardians talk about scalar waves. They talk about morphogenetic fields, which are templates of consciousness, light and sound, and scalar standing wave grids. Okay? This reality is not physical. It's based on energy structures. And the Guardians teach us what those are. They talk about what the dimensions are. They're scalar grids too. They're interwoven layers. There's 15 of them. Okay, we talk about the dimensions as being frequency bands. This is how they can be separate. They're not in this. They're actually in the same space as you are, standing and talking and living. There's other dimensions and other worlds in the same space that you are. So what we're all about is frequency bands. Just like you have all kinds of music stations in the air that your antenna picks up. Well, there's all kinds of bandwidths of reality in the space. Just like there's all kinds of frequencies, man, in the space. That, microwave frequencies, radar frequencies, all kinds of TV program frequencies, all kinds of radio music frequencies. There's all kinds of stuff in the air, man, sharing the space with us. Well, there's also dimensions of reality in our space at different frequency bands. And we talk about, and it's broken down, vibration and oscillation. Okay? This is stuff that you can learn. You can learn how oscillation is actually higher than vibration. You could actually learn also the primal order of the templates coming from what's called the divine blueprint or the Cathara grid. It's called the Cathara grid. They're also called manifestation templates. Remember, we tried to explain the concept of what is reality. It's manifestation. It is spirit becoming the illusion of physical. It is spirit or non-manifest being becoming manifest. Well, that is based on a manifestation template, which is the morphogenetic field, which I've heard Ashana, our teacher, describe it. It's spherical, and it's like pale silver light. It's crystalline energy. This is why it's also called the crystal body. So you're living this life and all these other lives, well, it's building your crystal body. And then your crystal body projects incarnations based on your DNA template. This is why karma is a real thing. Your karma is based on all the distortions you're making in your crystal body. If you got a bunch of crystal body distortions, well, that projects into your manifest life as problems, as dramas. This is why these teachings are talking about how to reclaim our divine manifestation template. You want to be living and existing on a perfected template. So this teachings talk about Keylong codes, which is pre-matter, before matter is put together, and so it's broken down. This is the part that might be the most hard to understand. This is why I'm making reference to it so you can go study it. Because there's no way we're going to explain all of this complicated stuff within 1-2 hours, right, of this live. But you're going to learn about the harmonic universes. I mentioned how it's a hologram and based on harmonics of three sets. This is why there's 15 dimensions, and there's 3 dimensions for each density or harmonic universe. So you can call them harmonic universes or density universes. Okay, once again, it's based on vibration oscillation, vibratory oscillation. And the reason why we don't crash into each other with other realities in the same space is because they're based on different angular rotation of particle spins. That means different angular axis, which the particles will spin. So ours are at a certain angle, and the next dimension is going to be at a different angle and spin rate. We go in 90-degree shifts of spin rate, okay, of angular rotation. And so think of a spinning top, and let's say that spinning top starts to tilt to the side to a different angle. Well, that would create another universe. That would be able to be on a different frequency, a different vibratory oscillation rate. All of these realities are at different vibratory oscillation rates, you guys. This is why it requires psychic perceptions to see them. Regular 3D people can't see these other realities because they haven't gotten their 4th, 5th, or 6th dimensional vibration oscillation rates in your chakras. That's what every chakra is, a different vibration oscillation rate. Notice it's a different light spectra too. Let me go back to the diagram. All of these different dimensions, all of these different Templar are at different vibratory oscillation rates. They're all at different frequency vibrations. Okay, so this is why, let's say, an 8th dimensional being cannot see an 11th dimensional being because it's at a different part and angular rotation of particle spin, ARPS. You can memorize that better if you keep saying to yourself ARPS, 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 angular rotation of particle spin. It goes at different angles and different speeds. This is why this density universe is not seen by this density universe, and vice versa. This density universe doesn't see this density universe. We don't see each other without extrasensory perceptions. You see beings who have opened their heart, throat, and third eye chakra, and they're down here in the 3D as a starseed. Well, they can see these other realities. They can see these other beings because they have these Templar awakening, even if it's just a little bit, like 10% open or 50% open or 75% open. You're still going to see parts of this realities, parts of these worlds, parts of these aliens and beings and spirits and energies, because you're opening the higher Templar, the higher consciousness. You will perceive more and more of God, more and more of the time matrix. Same thing if you got the chakras activating at the antiparticle side. You have your particle doppelganger doing that, and then you're doing your side, the particle universe side. So this is complex, but can be broken down and understood. Machiwa. Thank you, all my starseed, indigo homies, brothers and sisters of light. There you go. There's a connection to the Cathara manual. I made it available there because we couldn't find it reliably. We can't find Cathara 1. You can find Cathara 2, 3, and 4, no problem, but you will not understand those systems until you understand Cathara 1 first. Machiwa. Thank you, George. Yeah. And remember, it's available to anyone who's a member. And if you're a level 4, you're an avatar member or higher, you get the new diagram, the one you just saw. The one that it has all the details in it. Eric Herman, you're making these kitties purr? Jasmina. Well, I'm not sure about your perspective, but the Guardians talk about, yes, Jesus did come from the 6th dimension. Actually, all indigo children are coming from SG6. SG, Stargate. SG6. All indigo children come, and that's what Jesus is, an indigo child. All indigo children come from SG6 to get to Earth. Because the fallen angelics have taken over the 4th gate. We can't come through the 4th gate. We have to come through around and go through from Sirius. SG6 is coming out of Sirius. So these beings are blue skin originally. On planet Sirius, they will have blue skin. Indigos do have blue skin there. The Maharaji, blue humans, obviously have blue skin. The Azurites, blue angels, have blue skin, blue feathers, blue fur, because there's different kinds. So, yes, that's a true statement, but I wouldn't be talking about the Buddha from the same point of view as you, but bless you in your point of view. Machiwa. Wendy says, life is a dream within a dream within a dream forever. Life is but dream. Namaste. I wouldn't agree with that 100% because it's all... Because the concept of what a dream is a distortion. What is a dream? When you... Let's be more specific. When you fall asleep... Maybe you're drooling. Maybe you're farting in your sleep. It's gross, right? That's what that you're not the body though. That's part of you, but while your body is sleeping, your consciousness is going somewhere else. That's what dreaming is. It's not what you think. You're traveling to other parts of yourselves. Now, when you're in a dream, it's just like this reality. Interesting. It's just as physical as this world. You can talk to people just like you do in this world. You can do other things like fly. And just like you can do astral traveling or remote viewing, your body can go places too. So your body can go outside your consciousness can go outside the body. So what is dreaming? Okay, so now we take the concept of what you just said. This is a dream within a dream within a dream. Well, from that context, we are a reality within another reality, but not forever. That's the distortion in your statement. We're not always within dreaming. What you're doing is ascending and ascending until you get out of the time matrix. We came in here, but not forever. We're not meant to come in here forever. If you want to do service for 1 billion years, go ahead and do service for 1 billion years. But eventually you're going to return back to the Kundere. Oh, chicamositas. You will eventually leave dreaming. Manifestation. You will go back to... This is the interesting thing, right? We will go back to... Wait, let me make sure I'm not... I gotta push F5. We will go back to the Kundere fields, back to non-manifestation, back to having no body, back to having no distortion, no death experience, just eternal life. That's what we're going to go back to. We're not going to stay in this freaking time matrix. You don't want to stay in distortion, because that's what a matrix is. It's distortion. You want to go beyond, you want to, this whole concept of returning back. You see, we're here in distortion, but you want to return outside of the dreaming. You want to go outside of it. You don't want to stay here forever. You want to go here, go stay 1 billion years here if you want. Machua, which ain't long when there's other time matrices that are trillions of years old. Well, you guys are talking about shrooms? They don't fix you, but they do enable you to see more of your DNA, to experience more of your DNA, your higher DNA. Like I was using that medicine to perceive from my avatar DNA and higher. Thanks, Christos, Jasmina. Thanks, Christos. I have blue-skinned lady. I have blue-skinned lady with a starlight shining from her temple, coming in my dreams. She communicates with me. Interesting that you mentioned blue skins. Actually, I also talk a lot about spirit guides, and we don't use the word spirit guide. Really, that's a New Age term. We would call it your higher selves. Okay, you're connecting to your higher self, and so it is yourself who's connecting to you. You're a blue skin lady. So remember, we have a family of consciousness. We have a collective identity. We're not limited to a singular concept. Incarnation. We're collectives, and your collectives, your parts, your other selves will communicate with each other, with yourselves. Your higher selves will connect to your lower selves, and vice versa. We try to connect to the lower selves, try to connect to our higher selves. Eventually, you'll see several different selves. The more higher you get, the more memory and awareness you have. So you'll see lots of blue people and all kinds of Orpheum angels. They're feline and avian creatures. You'll see dolphin beings, whale beings. I'm talking about the guardian species. You'll see other parts of yourselves. Okay? So the lesson is that we're already huge. But a piece of us down here doesn't see the whole thing yet. But this piece can grow and grow, develop its awareness, bring in more of its higher selves, more of its codes. Dropping codes, baby. What's up? Bring in your higher self so you can use it down here. Welcome the blue skin lady, for example, right? Machua. Yeah, essential oils and herbs are powerful, you guys. Instead of, I'm not telling you guys what to do, or I'm not giving you medical advice, but you can heal yourself with herbs, baby, instead of medication from some doctor who's teaching you a death science. They're keeping you perpetuated in sickness and disease so they can keep you as a customer. They learned a long time ago not to heal you. And they also learned a long time ago to make cures illegal to talk about. You're not even allowed. It's against federal law to say something's a cure. The FDA will be up in your shit real quick if you say something's a cure. And also with the science departments. If you say you have a device that creates free energy, you're also going to be, that's also illegal. You can't have free energy. You can't have cures. They're going to make sure you're not coming out with that information. Because this is all about spiritual bondage, disempowerment. Okay? They're trying to keep you so you're not finding your higher selves, you're not finding free energy, and you're not finding cures. They want you to be just a lowly, inferior, sinful creature. That's what they want your identity to become. And it has worked for lots of other beings who now take that on as their identity. Now, they don't see the time matrix. They don't see all these beings for what they are. Now they're just caught up in all of these conspiracy theories, or they're following saints and Anunnaki creator gods or Galactic Federation or some self-proclaimed Archangel Michael. They forgot about this. Okay? They forgot that they're part of this. That they're part of the all. They're part of everything. You're not just some taking on the identity, a crippled identity. You're not taking on a disempowered identity in these teachings. Okay? We learn about the inner Christ, the inner God spark that all beings have. And that's what the time matrix demonstrates. It demonstrates that you're part of that. When you go to the flat earth model, you disempower yourself, holy ones. Now you're dismissing all other planets which exist. Now you're dismissing all guardian angelic beings. You're dismissing extraterrestrials. The flat earth model dismisses all the guardians. It dismisses all the other dimensions and all the levels of density matter. It puts you into this, what the F am I in? Some flat plane. Dismiss, transmute, and reclaim your multidimensional self. You exist here on the round earth, and you exist in Sirius B, you exist in Tara, you exist in Gaia, simultaneously, homies. Okay, because the Hinduism and Buddhism and all of their other distortions are telling you that it's a past life or a future life. No, it's not. There's no such thing as past or future. It's simultaneous life. Because that's how consciousness works, baby. In the time matrix, we got time matrix, which has those 5 universes. Those are time cycles. So there's 5 different time cycles, all going through their own cycles. So within a time cycle, though, you're going to have smaller time continuums. Okay, so in a time continuum, let me go back up. You have a time cycle. The next measurement is dimensions. Okay, so let me show that real quick. The concept of time cycles, time continuums, and time vectors. So let me bring up a different diagram for that. Thank you for your patience. Because it's all worth it, baby. What's up? What's going on? Kushimasu. We'll get lit in 15 minutes. I just want to show this. At least I'm going to get lit. You guys don't have to get lit. Or maybe I won't get lit. We'll see. This and that. Open that. Open that with Photoshop. Now switch to diagram. Okay. All right, so this huge thing is this system right here. It's this system, the carbon matter density universe 1, blown up bigger. Okay, so this is it in the bigger version. So this is a time cycle. Okay, so this is a time cycle. This is a time, has his own time cycle. The Gaia system has its own, it's not just Gaia, but any planet in this system has a greater time cycle. And then there's greater time cycles. Okay, well, that's what this is showing you. Just where we're at, a time cycle. And so this time cycle is 26,556 year cycle. And we are projecting our consciousness down here in a set of, it is your soul from Tara, from the fourth dimension or the fifth dimension or the sixth dimension, whichever. It is one of your souls, because you have 12 of them. That makes 144 altogether. So one of your souls projects 12 of yourself down here, of itself. Male, female, male, female, male, female, male, female, male, female, male, female. You're going to live in these 26,506 year period at different time periods. I mean, different locations of this. Okay, so that's the greater time cycle, 26,000 year period. There's, now notice it's made of 3 dimensions. Dimension 1, dimension 2, dimension 3. Well, one dimension is 8,852 years. This times 3 is 26,556 years. So a time cycle is broken up into 3 of these. And all of them are. Like this one's broken up into 3. The next system is broken up into 3 dimensions. Remember, it's 3 harmonics: bass tone, overtone, resonant tone. This is 3, bass tone, overtone, resonant tone. Same with all these. Okay? So a dimension is 8,852 years. This is why you're moving through it, one of them. Let's say you're here, moving through this one, you're going to at least have a few of your lifetimes in it. Well, this is an 8,852 period. Okay, now if you divide that in 2, one of these dimensions in 2, see these lesser dark lines? Well, there's 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 time continuums, which is half of this. So it's 4426. Okay, so within a time continuum, you have something even smaller, but it's not on here. It's called a time vector. So we have time vectors. We have time continuums. We have greater time dimensions. And then the whole thing is called a time cycle. These are cycles. That means they repeat within each other. It'll start over. Just like this time cycle will start over, well, so will these time continuums start over. And this is how your consciousness, until your soul brings all these back to Source God, they're going to be recycling in these cycles until you reclaim them, until your soul brings them back to self. That's what ascension is. When all of these pieces are brought back to your soul level, your soul reclaims all its pieces back, then it will not be down here anymore. These pieces will be out of these time cycles, these time continuums, these time vectors. They will be now up here. And so you do that in this system. You have your pieces down here, and then your souls reclaim them. And then eventually your oversouls will reclaim the souls. And eventually you return back to Source God, all the way up to, as soon as you get to the 12D, as soon as you get 12 strands, you can leave the time matrix. You can go back to the ascended master levels, back to your eternal just thoughts of consciousness, no pain, no suffering, no darkness, just pure ecstasy, like eternal orgasm, if you can imagine such a wonderful feeling. It will just be absolutely perfect in all ways. Think about this, man. Why in the world would you want to come to a distortion of that? Well, it wasn't always distorted, was it? It became distorted because of free will. Machiwa! I think I broke it down pretty good for the context of the conversation. What's up, holy ones? 144 likes. Did you guys see that? There's 144 likes. Another sign from Spirit. Thank you, Machua. I wonder if it was ever... And that was when I was talking about your 144 incarnations. Yeah, it is 11:11 in some time zone. Thank you for that, Stardust Goddess. In my time zone, it's still 8:11, but thank you for sharing 11:11. Right at the same time, we were talking about 144 likes. Now it's 145 likes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Ashana talks about what you want is to not rely on it. So my message has never been about that either. I tell you that you want to at least experience it once in your life, I would say. Because you get to confirm that within your 3D logic. Your 3D mind will see, whoa, this is real. I can now perceive that, when before I didn't. But yeah, you don't want to rely on this medicine, but I would say it's not wrong if you want to try it, but don't rely on it. You eventually want to reclaim your astral vision on your own merit. You want to perceive your higher extrasensory perceptions without some type of plant medicine. So, but I personally will make my own choice and take plant medicine when I feel like it. And that's a choice. And you don't have to choose that on your journey, but several of us do. And so you can use it intelligently as a tool, just like my crystal is a tool. I wouldn't call this crystal fake bliss. I think that's nonsense. Okay, from my own self, Crystal Savitar self, these tools, just like my incense is a tool, it's not fake bliss. This is not fake bliss. Mushroom is not fake bliss. It's not fake. And actually, who created these properties of this plant? Why is there a program here to assist you in seeing these other realities? It's a tool, but once again, like a crutch, it's not meant to be forever. So, that's a conversation of itself. Because I will still get people judging me. Okay? People are judging because that's what they're conditioned to do. And they will call plant medicine drug because the medical industry calls it drug. You find a plant growing on Earth and you call it a drug, it's not a drug. A drug is a pharmaceutical. It's something made in a laboratory. Earth made that. What's up? Machiwa, it's got a program. It's got that program for a reason. There's a purpose for that plant. But it's not a permanent purpose. You're meant to be what do you call it? A novice. And then you become an adept. And then you become a master. What's up, masters, holy ones? Aim high because you are. Go for that, you would say 5D self, 8D self, 12D self. Aim for that avatar. Aim for your ascended level. Bring it on in, baby. What's up? Yeah, so we're going to go for 30 more minutes for those of you who want to kick back with us. We're going to get lit. So let me get my medicine. It takes me maybe 15 seconds to grab it. Woo-hoo! Party time! Okay. Now, honestly, I don't do this often anymore. If you guys haven't noticed the past lives, I don't really do it that much, but I do this every once in a while. And we're still going to talk about the 15-dimensional time matrix. Anise and Steph and Oswald getting lit. So physicality, externalization is all an illusion. And people who are on a spiritual journey and learning these concepts realize that. They start to understand that. And they can understand a lot of the advanced concepts because they understand that. Learning the time matrix, like I demonstrated tonight, will assist you in understanding a lot of concepts, you guys. A lot of the teaching. I know. We got people like Mr. Williams saying, stop smoking weed. We got other people who are going to say some shit. Let them. What chihuahua? I just want you guys to know that I am growing. And just like many of you are growing. We don't call ourselves masters. We don't call ourselves perfect. But we're aiming high. High up there. We're bringing in that 12D, baby. And regularly doing our Maharic seal. Regularly doing the mentor technique. Regularly doing meditation. Regularly working on ourselves. There's going to be people disagreeing about stuff like diet, spiritual diet. People are going to disagree about plant medicine. People are going to disagree. Let them. Let people disagree and still love each other. Still get along with each other. Not label people. Not attack people. Not judge people. I'm not telling you what to do, but that's the Christic way. That's the unity way. That's the Christ conscious way. Are you Christic? Are you behaving it? Are you speaking it? Holy ones? Right? It's a fair question. What's coming out of your mouth? Is it judgment? Well, there you go. You don't get it yet, do you? You're not seeing your aura. You're not seeing psychic energies. You're not feeling psychic or seeing psychic visions or feeling the energies. So what are you saying? What are you doing? Calling it bullshit when you can't see it because you're not on a journey. You're not awakening yourself. I just need my lighter now? Okay. Remember, even in Kathara, Ashana teaches you that your palm is your transmission hand. Transmit spiritual will with your hand over your medicine. Whatever you want to say, you can say it in your head. You can say it out loud. That's inner voice or outer. Machiwa. To me, this is a ritual. This is a ceremony. My life is a ritual. My life is a ceremony. My life, you want to live your life sacred. Just let it go through. So, I might speak light language. Sometimes I speak light language. So I feel it building up in my chest. I feel it in my solar plexus. I feel it building up in my feet. The back of my head. I feel it in my third eye. This is building as I'm speaking. My throat. Right here, right, really on my crown. And it's not bullshit. If you are clairvoyant, you can see it. I have no reason to lie. I have no reason to fabricate anything. I share my experiences in 420 of last year. I talked about my experience with mushroom, so on my salad, you know. So I put a video about that out. I share these profound connections to these beings that I see. It's like your DNA turns on. The higher DNA turns on for a little while until the medicine wears off. It's a sacred thing, man. I'm seeing a Merkaba, probably because I see Merkabas all the time. I'm always seeing it every night. See a Merkaba, see it. It's part of the mentor technique. It's part of this shielding technique, the Maharata inner Christos. It's the Christ ray, the Christ ray shield. The ancient Anahazi word is called Maharata. Oh no. There is something called Maharata. I meant Maharik, the Maharik seal or shield. This is a 12th dimensional frequency, man. Okay? It trumps all the lower dimensions. It's superior as in energy power superior. It's energetically more powerful than anything below it. But these fallen angels in the time matrix, right? You see the dimensions, they hate Christ. They hate Christos. This is why we call them against Christos, anti-Christos. They hate you while you love them. We love, they hate. Wow, look at that. That's a distortion. That's a polarization, yet we're stuck in it. Part of you is down here in distortion. Part of you realize that's not for everyone because we have the humans. And then we have starseeds and indigos who are coming to help your asses. Like trailblazers, wayshowers, showing how it's done, bringing you the codes, bringing you this information. Are you also a Voyager? You're a Voyager, homie? Brother, sister? You a star Voyager? Star, Merkaba star. Are you a star Voyager? Traveling through time, through Templar, Guardians, here again, Christ, here again, the Christos. Reclaim your Christos. See, this is the medicine. You see, it's a different, So, your brother, I'm still here, you guys. This is me, just at greater frequency, until the medicine wears off. Then it goes back to baseline. We all have a baseline, and then there's moments in your life where suddenly you're, way up here. And then it comes back to your baseline. And then Don't some of us have this feeling of going down our baseline? Horrible, worse, pain, suffering even. No, you don't want to be that vibration. Raise your vibration back to the okay level, and then keep on raising your vibration, holy ones. You say, I'm not holy. Yes, you are. I just called you holy. You are holy. Holy ones. Take that, transmute that old identity of yourself, love yourself, and just start to focus on yourself instead of other selves. You're looking out here, go inside, because you're suffering. You see it, you feel it, you're suffering somehow, physically, emotionally, psychologically, spiritually. Suffering. You're not meant to. That is signs to you. Hello, that's memos to you. That's red flags, exclamation points, underlines, boldeds. You got some symptoms. You're going down. No, real. The Guardians. It's in here. Earth is falling. It's a descending Earth, falling Earth. It's not in Phantom yet. It's going there. This is not me making this up. What's your sources? I always tell you the sources. Emerald Order Teachings, MCEO. MCEO, Melchizedek Cloister Emerald Order. Guardian Alliance. Remember, the guardian beings are outside of polarity. Okay? Outside of the illusion, distortion, connection to, direct connection to God. I mean, it's all God. What I mean is direct awareness, because others do not have the awareness, because they don't even think they're God. They don't think they're worthy of anything. They hate themselves, or fear life, or living in fear, living in guilt, sin, okay, living in some horrible condition. It's a program. It's a dark program. Anything to do with pain and suffering, or some type of judgment, or killing, or sacrificing. Hello, red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag. Symptoms, symptoms, symptoms. Indicators, indicators, indicators. This is dark energy. But you're calling it good. You're worshiping it. You're feeding a vampire, a powerful one. The Guardians call them dark avatars. Extraterrestrials, a.k.a. fallen angels. Demons, if you like that word. Okay, but there's no such thing. They're all ETs. There's ETs, and then there's the fallen ETs, and then there's the made of fallen. Okay, made of fallen, like Metatron, being worshipped as a positive energy. When not only is it dark energy, the darkest, because 11.5 dimension is pretty dark. That's why they're called the greatest archangel. BS. Just like it's not Archangel Michael, it's Archdemon Michael. Metatron is not a guardian anymore. Originally, they were blessed. They were actually ascended masters. What? Ascended master can't fall? Yes, it can. How? You saw the time matrix tonight, and you saw how the ascended masters are outside of it, and they're in. You heard me say that it's not corruptible. Wait, I didn't say uncorruptible. I said realize. Oh, it's 144 again. 144 people. Dude, we getting indicators all night, right? You guys are witness. You're the ones that even said some of them. Bless all of you. You get all these indicators, man, that you're not doing so well, and you think you're all awakening. I get so many people trying to argue with me. I'm not arguing with you, but people are arguing with me. You know, they come from a space of judgment right away. So what do you expect out of distortion like that? So thank you for that. 144. Yeah, as the medicine goes on, I feel it my whole body, all the chakras here, even my higher ones, because I've been doing my heart shield every day, man. Every freaking day. And then you get more and more better with it, more lucid, more you experienced it, man. And people want to demonize that. This is you awakening. You are all capable of this. And the fallen ones, like Metatron, or like, you know, a lot of people think Galactic Federation is good. They're not. They're working for the Luciferian Covenant. These are dark beings tricking you. One of many dark beings pretending to be blessed beings like Archangel Michael. Those are fallen angels, dark avatars. Giovanni, baby. They're the ones who created Anu Elohim. And it's the Anu Elohim who created Yahweh. Creator God. Not God. You know, these beings who started everything, whether good or bad, they were all started good though. Everything once was blessed, you guys, in the time matrix. Maybe I didn't say that earlier. Remember, I did say we were 950 billion years old, according to these teachings. Remember, because some of you will say, oh, we're only 13 point something, whatever, 13.8 billion years, according to our scientists. No. Scientists see only density universe 1. And even if the quantum physicists, I don't know if they talk about higher dimensions or something like a dimension, or most people don't even know what a dimension is. They just think it's length, width, and height. No, we're not talking about volumetric. You know, we're talking you know, because you get so many people arguing from a science view or like a religion point of view. So, and then people into the occult will have all of their truths. What is your truth based on? Right? Because this truth is based on the universal law of one, the sacred universal law of one. Not all these other New Age systems are following Christ consciousness and unity consciousness. They're about hierarchy, are they not? You can have different levels of consciousness, but there's no hierarchy amongst each other, with each other. They create hierarchy. They even have hierarchical archangels and angels and stuff. Like powers. Oh, this one's greater than that one. Everyone's the same, man. Intrinsic value is all equal. No matter what dimensional level you're on. We're all equal. But beings will just gravitate to some type of judgment on a lower being. You know, it's like, for example, humans and animals. We treat animals, and especially lower beings like bugs, like shit, and we'll kill them if we have to. We would kill Leslie like our dogs and cats, but we still do it. We'll kill them. You're going to be killed, you know. You have your children of something else. You understand race karma? Because you've been getting killed and siphoned, and they're like disgusting, rude ass people who would stick their naked face in their naked ass in your face and start laughing about it, right? Like it's a huge joke. Like such immature consciousness. What is this? What is this consciousness? I mean, this is on Earth, man. Little childish, comments and shit. This low vibe consciousness, so low vibe, so immature. If they're not biologically young, their spiritual understanding is immature. They're like little babies. And so you just transmute those people from your life, man. Don't allow these little babies into your energy or your path anymore. Transmute. Put boundaries on people, man. Break up with certain people. Let go of certain people if they're not serving you. Especially if they're vampiring you. It's called vampiring. Just know what it is. What is it that they're doing? They're vampiring you. Are you, with your free will, staying with a narcissist? Do you have a relationship with a vampire, for example? You like getting vamped? Does it feel good to be drained? For your life force to be drained? Does it feel good? Hell no, man. You don't want nothing on your energies. You don't want nothing taking your energies. You already got enough problems, but something's vamping you. Get these vampires out of your life. Allowing it is allowing your own destruction. You're letting yourself life force be drained to nothing? What are you then? You're going to become a phantom. You're going to fall into phantom. You call yourself a victim, but you're the one who fell. What's up? You're the one who entertained these actions and these deeds, these thinking. Dark thinking. Some people haven't cleaned up their thoughts yet. You get some low freaking energy. You allow these dark thoughts into your head. You're entertaining these thoughts. You're dwelling on these thoughts. You're becoming these dark thoughts. Now you're a dark being, vamping off of people. You're going the path of chaos. You're the fallen angel. You're that agenda. You're that creed. You're about fear, instilling fear, taking freedom, having power over others, the strength over others, to be able to do whatever you want. Like tyrants. They're sadistic. At that level, they're taking from masses of people, like a totalitarian, like a, I'm not going to say famous last names because then they'll become a algorithm issue. But we all know what it means. What's up, Giannis? Bless you, sister. We got this going on. I feel it. It feels good in my chest. Dang. My third eye's on fire. Come on, guys. Do this with me. Rub your hands together for a while. Come on. Do it. Really do it. Come on. We can do this. It's hot. Yeah? Come on. Let it get hot. It's hot. Okay. A few inches apart. Do you feel anything? If you feel something in the middle of your palms, you should feel something in the middle of your palms. Bring it out. Now it's tingling, right? Mine's tingling. Now bring it out more. Oh, you still feel it? Yeah. Keep doing it as far as you can feel it. Oh, dude, that's strong. It's like pulsing. Can you see it in the camera? Probably not. No, I can feel it. Shit. Like little vortices. I feel the vortices. So, really, man, it feels good on my palm. So try that often, right? Play with energy. Like, do these experiments with yourself. Yes, even if you want to try a medicine, that's the best time because you activated more of your consciousness in your DNA. That's what it's doing. However, I don't even know the science behind it, because within seconds, I feel the changes. I feel the shift. And you can see this reality. It's like no big deal when you're in that level. When you're in that state, it's like normal. But it's temporary. The purpose is to try to get to a point where you can do it all. Machiwa. It's a beautiful thing, man, to experience different states of mind. And if you're multidimensional, you're doing it already. You're experiencing yourself, but also your higher selves, other states of mind, spirit, source energy, source God. What's up, baby? You are beautiful. Just the way you are. Children of light, children of God, children of Christos. The Christos founders race is returning. Christos, Christ, returns. Machiwa, Christ, Christos, Machiwa, Hokoye, Mosutas. I can do a little bit of light language. Let me do a little bit of light language, okay? It's still your brother Anuhazi. It's not channeling. This is within my own, you would say, Christos family. It's a conscious collective family. Every one of you has your own avatar family. You can call yourself, you can make it an affirmation. I am Holy Christos Avatar. I am Holy Christos Avatar. I am Holy Christos Avatar. And this channel is based on the concept that we're all Christos avatars. We're all density 4, 12th dimensional, diamond sun, angelic humans. That's what we are. You're part of the angelic human race. You're not some lowly, unimportant beings. You've been conditioned to feel. You realize how much depression is in this planet? Do you see how many people are suffering? There's so much hatred amongst each other. There's so much racism, there's prejudice, just malice, cruelty. That's the sign of dark spirits. That's the sign that something wicked or dark, or they call it shadow, is inside you. You have some shadow inside you when you have those thoughts, when you have those ideas. It's a vampiric, it's a pulling. You're pulling essence, frequency. You are vamping other beings, other races. A being in anger is pulling energy. Anger pulls energy. It's a vampire. This is dark quality, man. So this is why you want to remove your anger from your life. Remove all these dark emotions from your life. You're supposed to be a sacred temple. What's up? Some archangel, some avatar to smack you across the head. What's up? Self. Get yourself, myself, get the self in order. Get your spiritual affairs in order. Change your life. Make a transformation. You are your thoughts. So take control of your thoughts. Be mindful, aware, present of your thoughts. Know thyself. By meditating on oneself, you see yourself. Machiwa. So I'll start the light language. Yeah, I feel light from my heart chakra. Mochiwa, Masutas, Makaya. Omae shuta vohote. A koi mo shuta shima to kamaha e te wa poe pitinitsubla. I am a kotatai was shinai pokomai he. I pokanaya potachiriwa sota emaite anahazi bokotai moshona anahazi oko amo chichiwa mapa aetishi. I inko mati inichi amoko ae. I puchutoai masuto matza havakoye homosutas. I tenomaka aitana hatsutinma. Akai hatai shano moko hota. Hakai matai shotoi moko hasuna. Pahechi moko aiti insusitai. Vaka ahamaite emu apui po akantantiwa. Apokachina titas no moko aite sitamo. Hakana mahaite ichua waka ima tetua. Maka mati chichishiwa no po akach nwati. Hapoko totnachi wo sota epoko naha. Aepo te chika aichi ne oshishi wa sono showa. Ma ekatichi atishi ukochinasia. You guys, if you think this is fake, you're crazy. There's no way I can make that up. This is like a river, man. It's just like a flow. And it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful. I don't sense anything like wrong, like some bad agenda. It was totally positive. I saw Native American energy. I don't even know if it was human native or something. It was weird, but it was a divine energy, like a positive energy. So that's my normal life. Every day, I can connect to my. We call them ancestors, but what are they really? If you're talking about people who lived before you, right? Like hundreds of years ago or something, or much more ancient. But they exist now. Everything exists at once. You get it? It's all happening at once. And you're just part of it. You're part of that chikas masu. And you start, like, you become more aware of energy, man. Shit. Like, you can feel it in your hands. You sense it around your body. You feel there's something called your aura around you, so you start to feel this aura. Be mindful that there's like spheres. You're within remember, spheres within spheres. That's the same thing with the auras around your body. There's a level 1 sphere, the root chakra, level 2 sphere, an orange chakra, an orange field, an orange sphere. There's a yellow sphere. There's a green sphere. There's a blue sphere. There's an indigo sphere. You get it? All your chakras are making spheres, greater spheres around your body until they go so far out. Some of those spheres are called galactic 1 sphere, galactic 2 sphere. There's one called universal sphere, and then the universal 2 sphere. What the F? Your spheres, your connections, machiwa, you just tune yourself into the Christ consciousness. Know yourself as a holy Christos avatar. 1,728 selves. That's what you are, holy ones. See? Within yourself, you have holy ones. You are holy, but remember, you're a multidimensional identity. Christos, you're a holy Christos avatar. You're 1,728 beings throughout the time matrix. You, holy ones, are 1,728 holy ones. You are a massive being, a massive gestalt. I mean, trying to have that awareness of that many selves inside your head, you make a big head, a big brain, a big awareness together. So you're part of bringing that memory, you're part of the process, you're making your difference and your changes in this world. And as a human race, we're all making these changes or going some direction, like the average consciousness. I love you. That was beautiful. I'm glad I got to share that with you. And I know some people won't be able to understand. You're demon possessed. See, they call everything demons or something like this. Satan, Lucifer. And they really don't even know what those terms actually ever originally meant. Machiwa. But hey, in the time matrix, have you seen the matrix? Other worlds, other levels of reality. You're not the body. So you're not limited to the body or this life. You have infinite life. You just have to start remembering. You become aware of these other selves. You start to sense these other selves. Where the mind goes, energy flows. So put your mind there. If you never think about putting your mind somewhere, energy will not flow there. So it won't happen to your life. So you have to have the idea that you're capable of this. Now you can start working your way to manifesting this. I love you, holy ones. Thank you for holding space with me. I know some of you think you're weird when you're take plant medicine. I'm not weird. I'm just unusually different. Not everybody will get it or appreciate it. And I know that. It's okay. Bless you and your spiritual journey. Much respect to your spiritual journey. No judgment. Remember, there's no dogma here. And this is supposed to be, we're supposed to be based off of Christ consciousness, no judgment. Would a Christ conscious being, truly in Christ consciousness, would a Christ conscious being think any of the negative thoughts, make any judgments at all, say you're wrong, say you're less and that one's more, worth more, this race of people is better than this race, or I'm better than you? What? Or you're better than me, so I worship you. Vampirism, as soon as you know something's taking energy, that's vampirism. And vampirism, being of death, stealing life, that's what these beings are. They're phantom beings. And the beings in the phantom matrix are phantom beings. Oh, wow. What a concept, huh? Phantom is taking life. Phantom is death. It's against life because it's taking life. See? It's anti-life. Anti-Christos. Anti-God. Anti-earth. Anti-human. And you're worshiping them as good. So, man, no wonder there's so much, like, problems. You're like feeding the thing that's oppressing you. So do you notice there? If you notice that, you're feeding some oppressive dark avatar collective, fallen angelic legions. You got these leeches on you. You see the leech, you see blood coming down your arm because there's a leech there. You see a bunch of leeches all over your body, leeches on your face. They're getting on your mouth, a leech. Do you like leeches feeding off you? You're allowing it. You ain't doing nothing about it. Stop feeding them. Wake up. You're Holy One. You don't allow beings to feed off of you. You don't feed beings with worship. Your worship is feeding these dark entities. Because a legitimate God, divine, loving being would not do sacrifice, would not do judgment, would not choose chosen ones either. Favoritism. The chosen people of the God of Israel. Okay, Yahweh, Jehovah, Metatron, Anu Elohim, fallen seraphim, bringing us the Metatron death science. They were making phantom beings. They took their time matrix. This is connected to another time matrix. That's what we're talking about. Remember, I said I don't know if I said there was 24. I said there was more than one. But there's 24 time matrices, according to this teachings. And there's another one called the Wezedak time matrix. Okay, so this is ours. Theirs is the Wezedak's matrix. And it's a black hole system. It totally fell. Some time matrices, you know how ours goes up to the 11th dimension? But there's 15 dimensions? Well, other time matrices have been taken all over. Okay, so remember, beings still have free will, so they'll still keep making their choices, and some of them will make distortion. Well, they are distorted, so they're going to make distorted thoughts, and it's going to cause more chaos, more fallen angelic feeding. They actually need you to exist, man. And they feed off of universal systems, galactic systems, planetary systems. They don't stop at just individual person's system. Feed off of you. Feed off of your beliefs, your ideas. Your thoughts are feeding phantom. When they're dark thoughts, you're feeding the phantom. When you have phantom thoughts, you're feeding the phantom universe. And maybe you don't understand the spiritual universe, huh? It's consciousness that you use to access the universe made of consciousness. But when you're mindful of that, you can traverse this consciousness. You can do acts of magic or miracles or even healing. What do you think healing is? You're reversing a wound or a pain or a suffering. You're taking away the dark energy. Take away the dark energy. Okay? Take away these horrible things in the world, man. Those are all red flags. Remember we talked about red flags, red signs. When you see crime and suffering and war, pestilence, you're not awakening. People say you're awakening. You see all this in the world or not? Have discernment. Look and see that's not true. Chikas masu. You'll suspect, and then maybe you'll say, sorry, made a mistake. No, I'm not going to say I made a mistake. Right? Some people, they will not say ever that they made a mistake. So they're always right and you're always wrong. You're wrong. My way is right. You need to correct yourself. Right? People who are not practicing Christ consciousness and unity consciousness. Transmute. You're not welcome here. Goodbye. Transmuted. Transmute, man. Be loving about it. Be Christ-like about it. I love you, but I don't like you. I have to transmute you, sorry. I have to put boundaries on you. I'm sorry, I have to let you go. I'm no longer feeding your ass. Okay, you're no longer feeding off of me. You release all such contracts. Goodbye. No longer required, no longer requested. See you later. Hasta la vista, baby. Shikasma. Right? You guys on a spiritual journey, learn about the time matrix. Time matrix. Just that word alone, time matrix. And they use this word a lot, the matrix, the silicate matrix. They'll even say the Metatron matrix. A matrix is like something like it's part of a group or something. You're coming out of the guardian matrix, you know. So there are these Ceres bird people. They're part of the guardian matrix. The Ceres bird people, the Athean mantis beings are and some of the, there's positive dinoids, insectoids, and reptilians, right? Those are coming out of the draconian matrix. So you can see where somebody's coming out of, and that usually tells you also how they behave, what's their characteristics, you know, because we got all kinds of aliens and beings from other worlds on Earth, incarnated on Earth. There are different soul matrices, different extraterrestrial DNA templates here. Not just human. A lot of it is part human. That's why they're blended here with us. They're hybrid bodies. Their soul essence is extraterrestrial, going into a hybrid on Earth body. Between your mother and your father, they made you. You're part of a hybrid DNA. This AT soul essence goes into the fetus. So know that if you guys feel that if you are connected to the reptilians, like you think it's your family, you're probably one of the hybrids. Doesn't mean you're damned. Remember, free will. You have free will to do what you want. Everybody is. This is why some people use their free will to be dark. But some people think it's just playing a part. No, it's not. It's a serious thing. If you're going to play a dark being and vampire other life for, you know, life, any kind of life, that is causing you karma. You're going to be suffering because remember, that affects your crystal body. That distortion projects it into your next life. Now you get to experience to take care, to heal it, or not. Maybe you'll get worse. Collect more of that false creeds. Connect more of this twisted, unnatural, you know, terrestrial. Machiwa. I love you, Holy Ones. And to me, this was a good show. I thought it was cool, you know. I felt really awesome with the time matrix map. You guys, so far there's only $2 tonight. So I asked, please, you guys, please, if anyone can leave a donation If somebody can do one of those super chat comments. Bless all of you for being here with me tonight. It's been so fun, and I enjoyed your company. I think I'll have to come to together an ending. I don't want to, but I feel like it's that time. Yep, I feel good. Have a wonderful night. Thanks for a wonderful live tonight. Until next time. You said it, Sarah. Thank you, sister. Celine, sister. Thank you, sweetheart. Bless you. Thank you, Celine. You're awesome. Woohoo! Big hug. August 26, 1987. You're a youngster. I just turned 54, man. Stephen Oswald, yeah, what's up, bro? What's up, homie? Give me 5, Mr. Mandizim. Sir Mandizim. Oh, you changed your name. That's cool. Instead of Mr., it's Sir Mandizim. Yeah. Thank you, brother. You guys are chakras. Start as goddess. Sunset dreams? Yeah, really? Yeah, I feel that about myself, and I think there's always a divine timing. You could meet it still in your life, but it all depends on you and what you feel. If you feel something's missing and that you need to go that route, then you'll look for a relationship maybe, or you're going to stay single. Machiwa. For me, I just have too much work. But who knows? Maybe some girl will sweep me off my feet, so to speak. And then the story will change. And that's okay. It's better to be open, right? Be open. Because the girl of your dreams, the boy of your dreams will come into your life with the proper mentality. Or if you're ready. And I don't know, I like talking about the time matrix because it trips you out. It tripped me out, man. That's why I put together that diagram for you guys to check out and learn about the time matrix, learn about all of the different parts on there. And there will be a 2025 copy available to you. You can upgrade my Chiwa. Zoto Zen! What's up, brother? Thank you so much, man. You're awesome, you guys. Thank you, Zoto. Yeah, we're ancient, man. We're ancient homies. Thank you to all my moderators. Bless you, moderators, for helping tonight. Hopefully there wasn't too much problem, right? Thank you to all the people here who are members. All the members who are online right now. Bless all of you. And the ones who watch later. Thank you guys for being members. I can't do this without your help, honestly. Otherwise, this would be only one video probably every 10 days. Without your support, I couldn't do this full time. So thank you so much, you guys. And I live a modest life, honestly. This is why I had to live in some small town because it's expensive to stay in Vegas. And this particular location, I have no water bill because there's a well here. I have no electric bill unless I go over $250, and I always manage to stay within that. That gives me a free electric bill if I do that. And I only messed up 1 month. It was probably August or something. But yeah, And no gas bill. There was no utility bill. What a blessing, right? So, and it's so cool to I have my own water. So, but it works on pumps, which use electric. So it's not completely independent. But, Machiwa! No way! Indigo Wizard at 9/11 on my end, and then Christos Mission 11/11. Woohoo! You timed it just right, homie. Thank you, brother. 999. Been a member for over a year. Bless you, Indigo Wizard. Thank you for standing strong in your Christos mission. You guys are beautiful, and you are holy ones. Thank you, the Golden Eagle. Bless you. Bless you. You guys are beautiful. I do this for you. So, it's crazy because right here it says that 1,539 people already watched this video. And the average view duration is 14 minutes and 28 seconds. It changes as people come and go, but you know, that's a good count. 1,500 people. Yeah. Yeah, it's a two-way street, right? Crystal Cat 777. What's up? 1212. Yeah. You're just adding those numbers up. I'll start as Christos Goddess. Woohoo! Christos, homies, blessings to all of you guys. Hugs. Come on, group hug. Group hug. Yeah. Yeah. Bear hug. Group bear hug. Right? Hug each other more than 1 second or split second. A real hug. Confirm. Yeah. Bear hug. Yeah, bear hug. I love you, homies. We're doing this together, Holmes. What's up? Crystal G's. Christos Gangstas. Christos G's. I'm a spiritual gangster. What's up? Welcome to my hood. You know, I'm dropping indigo codes. I got that indigo ray thing going on. I'm representing the Giannis Ascended Masters. I remember that part of myself. Know thyself. Perceive thyself. You guys have a beautiful, sexy dream tonight. I hope it's lucid. And even a 50-year-old man can have a wet dream. Bless all of you. You're like, where in the F did that come from? I don't know. The energy is quirky. It's a side effect. You feel quirky. It's a small side effect. I appreciate those of you who can appreciate. I don't do this every live. Don't worry. Shit. I promise I don't do this every live. But it was nice to do a little light language. And I actually could have done it longer. But I just let it go at that. That was good enough. But maybe somebody recognized some words in there. Did anybody recognize any words in that light language? If you do, shoot me in the message. Bless all of you, spiritual G's. This has 1,555 people viewed it. Do you see the views right now? 1,555. Thank you for those more signs. 555. I like fives. I like triple threes. What about 12, 12, 12? I would rather have 12, 12, 12 than 11, 11, 11. Because remember, divine numbers are 12s. 12, 24, 36, 48. Are you a 48 strand Eckhart? What's up, homies in the house? Like Melchizedek. You can say, I'm Melchizedek. I'm representing. What's up, Melchizedek? I am the Emerald Order for life, the Emerald Covenant. I am a Guardian Alliance, not a Galactic Federation. I am. Bless you, holy ones. Love yourself. Go love others. Go play with yourself. I mean, that's not what I meant. Go play. That's what I meant. Just go play. Don't be living your life in fear. Enjoy life. You should stock up food, though, and water. Stock up some food and water for your family to live for a month or a few months. Or a whole year, why not? You can do those Mylar bags of grains and have stuff for 10 years. And it could last for 10 years. Bless all of you. I don't mean that much food, but the food will last 10 years if you know how to use, airtight buckets and by the gallon or bigger. Save some water, man. Always have water. Always have water saved and extra water. All kinds of extra food. I get even canned food or tuna cans for $1. That's protein, at least. I don't want to do that because I'm a vegan. But if we lost all the food, I would want to rely on something that can last, like a canned food can last a few years. If you don't eat it right away, you have a years to eat it. It's got an expiration date. Just make sure you cycle all the older ones out first so you don't waste anything, right? Bless all of you. I'll see you guys on the flip flop. My next video, I will be having a guest speaker. So you guys want to come on Saturday. She's knowledgeable about the Christos mechanics and teachings. So she's going to be a great guest. Don't worry, I won't be smoking on that show. But yeah, I like to have different interviews. And when I find someone who's teaching the Christos teachings. So you guys, if any of you know someone else I should interview that is teaching, that is familiar with Ashiana's teachings, let me know. And I'll reach out. I'll first check them out and see if they are. And then and ask him on the show, because I've already had one interview where the guy wasn't part of the Christos teachings. It didn't go so hot, but we don't have to agree on everything, right? I mean, when there's different belief systems that are going to talk something that's part of the fallen angelic way. So, but you can't. Everyone has free will. You can't go against that. You can't go against someone's free will. If they want to believe that and follow that, that's their path. That's their frequency, right? So I love you guys. I'll see you soon. I'm making a Metatron video. A big one. I mean, a long one. So I don't know how long it'll take. I already recorded it, so I just got to post-produce it. I love all you guys. So look out for that. And I'm also doing a Ceres bird people video. So you can see what the ET avian hominids look like. They're avian bird people. They're called bird people. So look out for that video. I love you guys. Peace. Blessings. Let's do our affirmations real quick. Shaddai Hude Akuntan. Shaddai Hude Akuntan. I am Christar. I am Christar. I am Christar. We could also say it the new way, you guys. I am Christos Avatar. I am Christos Avatar. I am Christos Avatar. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. Namaste. Aho. Machiwa. Makaya. Good night. Woo! Just got goosebumps, baby. What's up? Yeah. Chicas masuta.